March the 23rd, the straight-jacketed soul. The diseases of the diseases of the rational soul are long-standing and hardened vices such as greed and ambition. They have put the soul in a straitjacket and have begun to permanent evil inside it. To put it briefly, this sickness is an unrelenting distortion of judgment. So, things that are only mildly desirable are vigorously sought after. Seneca Moral Letters 7 to 5.11. In this financial disaster, Ryan starts with, of the late 2000s, hundreds of the stock market crashed. Many people lost lots of money because of it, and a lot of smart people lost a lot of money. And how could they have been so foolish? They knew that system. They knew that the markets were supposed to work, and they knew how the markets would work, and had managed billions, if not trillions, of dollars, and yet, almost to a person, they were wrong, and wrong to the tune of global market havoc. So it's the metaphor that the stock market crashed in 2008, I believe Ryan's talking about here, and a lot of smart people had a lot of money, and people who knew the system, they had billions and trillions, if not trillions of dollars, but they were wrong. And now the global market caused havoc. So it's hard not to look at that situation and understand that greed was some part of the problem. Greed was what the people creates. Greed is put people to create complex markets that is understood in the hope of making a quick buck. Greed caused other people to make trades and strange pools of debt. Greed prevented anyone from calling out this situation for what it was. A house of cards just waiting for the slightest breeze to knock it down. It doesn't do you much good to criticize those folks after the fact. It's better to look at how greed and vices might be having a similar effect on your own life. What lapses in judgment might your vices be causing to you? What sicknesses might you have? And how can you your rational mind step in and regulate them? So it's greed. Greed is causing the sickness. Greed is causing the knee-jerk reactions. the short-term fix, seeking that short-term solution. And this is, Ryan has mentioned here that as a cause of these tradesmen trying to benefit from something that had no legs, and creating a house of cards that was just waiting to be fall over, waiting to be blown over by a small breeze, rather than building a foundation and gardening it and watching it grow, just step by step, day by day, just adding small parts and enjoying it, enjoying watching the garden grow, watering it and planting new seeds and weeding out old ones. So yeah, it's weeding out, it's regulating, it's asking that question, how can your rational mind step in and regulate? So it's regulating the greed. It's okay to want things for the right reasons, as long as it's for the right reasons, as long as it's noticing, you know, am I looking for a short-term fix here? What is the long-term, what could be the long-term effects? And yeah, are we seeking pleasure or joy? So this is a reflection for today. The straight-jacketed soul. We're suppressing this. Seneca is suggesting here, we are putting our soul in a straitjacket by, you know, suppressing it, and distortion of judgments, the things that are, you know, the material nature of it, and we latch onto situations or circumstances or events that are just mildly desirable, and we build it up, and it builds up, and it builds up. So yeah, the indifference of it. It's okay if you have it. It's okay if you have it. It's okay if you don't. So yeah, asking yourself what question, maybe asking today is, you know, what vices are causing you sickness of the soul? What desires might you have that are keeping your soul in a straitjacket? Sending love for March the 23rd.